the greatest spectacle in racing provided the best finish in the 2015 Verizon IndyCar Series season. iRace fans Katie Hargett with the highlights from the 99th running of the Indianapolis 500. The race began with old traditions with a new twist, including Straight No Chaser's rendition of Back Home Again in Indiana.
For my Indiana.
2008 Indianapolis 500 champion Scott Dixon led the field of 33 to the green, but in the first turn, Takuma Sato and Sage Karam make contact, ending Karam's day. Under caution, Simona Di Silvestro gets into Juan Montoya, forcing him to make an unplanned pit stop and sending him all the way back to 30th. The race returned to green with Scott Dixon leading the race once again, but it was an early battle for P1 between two former champions and Simon Pagenaud trying to get his first Indianapolis 500 win. The first pit stop of the 500-mile race came on lap 35 when the leaders came in for fresh Firestones and Sunoco fuel. The second yellow of the day comes out when Noblesville native Brian Clausen makes contact with the wall, ending his day. The pits opened up again and Simon Pagenaud took his first laps as the leader. Then the leaders were slicing and dicing for the top position. 2013 champ Tony Kanaan parts Pagenaud and Dixon and takes the lead. Then the third caution of the day comes out on lap 113. Oriol Servia and Ed Carpenter into the wall, ending both their hopes for an Indianapolis 500 win. Then disaster in the pits for Dale Coyne Racing. Two crew members were hit. Tristan Vautier and James Davison climb out of their cars for the day. On lap 123, Will Power takes over the lead, but just one lap later, Pagenaud steals it back. Then Dixon comes into the mix before another round of pit stops on lap 148. Tony Kanaan brings out the fourth caution of the day when he hits the wall. His day comes to a frustrating end after leading 30 laps. It's back to green with Scott Dixon out front again. With just 35 laps to go, Juan Montoya takes over the lead after working his way all the way back through the field. And the leaders pit one last time when a caution comes out for debris for Sato's car, and Will Power wins the race off pit road. With 24 laps to go, there's another crash. This one involves three cars, including Sebastian Saavedra, Jack Hawksworth, and Stefano Coletti. All their days come to an end. The race gets back to green with just 16 laps to go, and it's a battle to the end with Will Power and Juan Montoya. With just 3 laps to go, it's Juan Montoya and Will Power side by side for the lead. Montoya gets the edge and wins his second Indianapolis 500 in just 3 starts. The finish is the 4th closest in history by just over 1/10 of a second. Juan Montoya wins the 16th 500 for Roger Penske. Congratulations to him and all of Team Penske.